गोवन वार्ता लाईव्हचं यूट्यूब चॅनल सबस्क्राईब करा आणि बेल आयकॉन दाबून लेटेस्ट व्हिडिओचं नोटिफिकेशन मिळवा.
Afternoon, Namaskar. I'm Pawan Verma, the National Vice President of the TMC, a former Ambassador of India and Member of Parliament of the Rajya Sabha. I am meeting you today to convey a brief message. And that message is that the use of religion in politics to divide people is an insult to Goa, Goans, and Goenkarpan. And I want to say to you, the brief point is that TMC stands for what is real Hinduism, which is inclusive, tolerant, plural, accommodating, and open to diversity. Whereas, unfortunately, the BJP's form of Hinduism is a distortion of Hinduism and an attempt to reduce it to the lowest common denominator, to use religion for hatred, bigotry, exclusion, division, and violence. And we believe that this is most unfortunate. Why do I say that the TMC stands for respect for all faiths as promised in our constitution, and what is the civilizational legacy of India? Respect for all faiths. I have been a lifelong student of Hinduism. These are my recent books: The Great Hindu Civilization, The Greatest Ode to Lord Ram, Adi Shankaracharya, Hinduism's Greatest Thinker. They are national bestsellers translated into many languages. And I want to say to you, Hinduism is a religion which believes in coexistence. The great Mahavakya of Hinduism is Ekam Sat Vipraha Bahuda Vadanti. The truth is one, wise people call it by different names. The great Mahavakya, great sentence of Hinduism is Ano Bhadraha Kritavo Yantu Vishwataha. Let good thoughts flow to me from all directions. One of the defining statements of Hinduism is Udar Charitanam Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. For the big-hearted, the entire world is our family. And that is why Hinduism has coexisted with other faiths. Other faiths have enriched Hinduism. We have remained a multicultural, plural, diverse nation that constitutes the Republic of India. Now, when a political party like the TMC says that it stands for real Hinduism, it is saying that it is a party committed to respect for all faiths, for harmony, for inclusion, for peace, for goodwill, for social stability. That is how India can progress. Unfortunately, what is the BJP doing? The BJP is using Hindus as puppets in order to get short-term political gain. It is most unfortunate. And this is a recipe for endless religious conflict, unending social instability, to situations akin to civil war, because India consists of many faiths. That is why I said it's this kind of hatred-filled religion, which is not Hinduism. Hinduism is not hate. It is not bigotry. It is not exclusion. It is not violence. It is not divisiveness. The use of religion to divide people is an insult to Goa, which is a state with many faiths, which have lived here for centuries. So I want to say to you, Mamata Banerjee, the TMC leader, is motivated by the fact that elected rulers must work for the benefit of all people irrespective of their religion. If the BJP thinks that because of this we are not pro-Hindu, the BJP does not realize that working for the people is one of the greatest messages of all religions. Seva, work for the people. And in the West Bengal Assembly election, if she did not have the support of Hindus, I ask you, in a third term election, after she was chief minister on 2 occasions, fighting third time with all the anti-incumbency, how did her vote percentage increase from 44% to 49%? Because people of all communities voted for her. The programs we have come to in Goa, be it Yuva Shakti, Maaje Ghar Malki Haq, Greh Lakshmi, these are meant for all the people irrespective of their religion. So the BJP's attempt to show that it has a monopoly on Hinduism and all other parties are against Hindus is a cynical political instrument to divide people, to win elections through hatred and exclusion. That is the message I want to give. Whereas the TMC stands for tolerance, coexistence, and inclusion, which is the essential message of Hinduism. Thank you. Any political party, sir, and the BJP has made it a fine art to use religion in politics to consolidate votes for short-term political gain. And we are directly and emphatically opposed to such an approach. The BJP actually is against the interests of Hindus. Do Hindus want endless social instability? Do they want endless religious conflict? Do Hindus want thekedars of Hinduism telling them, this is what you eat, this is what you drink, this is how you meet people, this is your relationship with other people should be, this is how many times you must go to a temple, this is the book you should read? Who are they? Hinduism is a way of life. And especially the way BJP uses Hinduism is against the interests of women. If a woman doesn't wear a bindi, they have mounted a campaign to say this is against Hindu values. If you see a woman wearing jeans in today's modern world, there are chief ministers who have commented that this is anti-Hindu. Members of the larger Sangh Parivar have entered a restaurant in Karnataka and beat up women because they were in a restaurant in the evening deciding to eat or drink what they want. They said this is against Hindu values. This imposition by some thekedars of what Hinduism is something against the interests of Hindus. And we need politically to oppose this kind of distortion and misuse of Hinduism, whether by BJP or any other political party. The TMC stands resolutely for the expansive, inclusive, tolerant Hinduism, which is in the interests of Indians and is part of our civilizational legacy. TMC stands for all Indians and respect for all faiths. No, because we are seeing during this election, we are seeing the subtle play and direct play of attempts to paint other parties as anti-Hindu merely because the BJP wants to protect that it has a monopoly to represent Hindus. When you start using religion as a means of getting political advantage in the short term. You are going against the spirit of our civilization and the mandate of our constitution, and above all, in a state like Goa, you are going against what I called Goinkarpan, the spirit of Goa. Therefore, I want to use this occasion to say that respect for all faiths is the credo of the TMC. And unlike other parties, and specifically the BJP, we do not believe in using religion to divide people on the grounds of hatred.